Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Season 2 of Minecraft. Yeah, that's right. Lag. I think it's because I'm outside but it's rain. This won't be like that for long. Here, we're going to go ahead and... wood. Okay, I'm just going to throw it here. Go ahead and get some sticks going. We're going to do episode 4. We're hopefully going to go down. We're going to go down here. And this rain is killing us. We don't have any sources. But for these guys, we have enough to do so. I'm not worried about armor yet. I'm going to worry about armor after we get diamond stuff. And what's such thing as gold nugget? Or iron nugget? What do you even use those for? Research is needed. Gotta be something they're used for that I'm not thinking off the top of my head that I know about. Yeah. Might be one. No, it's not. Yeah. Okay. So. Seriously, what is gold nuggets used for nowadays? Oh well, I'll get up afterwards and we can have fun with that later. Anyway, so I still haven't fixed this yet. That's gonna be fixed in the next episode. I keep saying that, but it's the same recording session, so can't give me too much slack. I'd rather record videos than have to do something stupid to fix this. So this will be the last one of this session. So hopefully in episode 5 I've remembered to do that. That's my cue to do that while I'm looking at this. Let's go ahead and get this going here. Go ahead and here we go. I can't imagine how long it's going to take for all these videos to render and upload. Oh, there's lava. Oh well, that's the end of the episode. We're just doing a branch. No, joking. Well, I guess it did work out last time it was a branching episode. But we won't be doing that. Hopefully we can find some diamonds, I'm hoping. We have everything else to make the enchantment table. We even have the cow breed. We even have the cows breed, so hopefully it stops raining. So we can go out there. So I changed it so now it's only recording at 24 frames a second max, so that should help us out a lot. That should help us out, even though it seems to be hitting 30. It's very interesting. Set it at 24. I don't care. If it is 30 when it's trying to regroup. Well, let's see how many we got here. We got 1, 2, is that it? Oh, we got the third one. Yeah, 3 is enough for now. We can get to 4th and 5th later. We have enough for the pickaxe, which is nice. So it'd be nice if we can find some. We'll wait to use the. Again, we'll wait to make the pickaxe until we have the 5th, 4th, and 5th one though, just so we don't get tempted to use it. Because honestly, it would not hurt. It would be a lot easier to use it. Whoa, getting some lag, stream lag. Yeah, I think again my computer's starting to run low on battery, so I assume it's using stupid power saving stuff. Sacrificing performance just a tad. But we'll see how this goes. I tried putting it 24, so hopefully it'll do better. Hopefully it doesn't have to, hopefully it means it strains a lot less trying to record and stuff like that, but we'll see. Again, if I don't like it, I can go back to 30 and see what we go with there. So 30 is the most. I'm not going to try to record at 60 because that's just going to be it. That'll never work. I'll never work, and it just feels as if it's going to cause more issues than. Well, I'm not like on this game anyway. Like I think Call of Duty technically. Like I was watching it and it was at 60 when they were showing a little thing involved. I don't know. What's funny is I'm gonna put that Modern Warfare 3 thing up. It's gonna delay it again, the stupid start of that series. I don't know, I'm really happy to actually be playing it though, finally. Even though I think the first episode's only like 2 or 3 minutes. The first episodes, they're not that long right now. I think though will get longer as the series continues. And then my plan is once I get through the story mode, I'll probably make like 1 or 2 multiplayer episodes just to show you how bad I am at that. Because the issue is that I've never really played the multiplayer in that. Well, I'll play with my friends, but nothing like serious on it. So we'll see how bad that goes. I'll play some once we get done with that, and then we'll get done with that, and then we'll probably play. I have Call of Duty 2, so that should be the next. Right, there'll probably be a break in between though, and we'll probably be a break in between because I might just think about getting United Offensive to play, just so we can have it, just so we can do them in the order. We'll see how much United Offensive costs on Steam. It's not that much. It's only like $10, plus I can wait for it to go on sale or something. I just want to go through and play them in somewhat of an order, even though I guess it really doesn't matter. They're all so old, but it really doesn't matter. As long as I play in the games, like, isn't like I'm completing them in order, like I'm not going from Call of Duty 1 and then playing a few episodes of that and then just stopping playing Modern Warfare 3. That would be confusing. Plus, it just doesn't make sense. Which I mean, like, isn't like I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 as I'm playing a Let's Play, not just the let's see how long it takes. Let's see how long I can survive. I'll probably make a few videos of that when I do finish that, so that should be fun. And I'll probably make those, and I'll probably just, if they do go an hour, I'll just put them into 30-minute bits, and if the one does go more than 30 minutes, I will just cut it and then see. And if it goes more than 15 minutes, I'll just put them out. I would like regular videos. But if it doesn't hit 30 minutes in the second one, what I'll probably do is just release another video with it, like a Minecraft episode that day. So we'll see. I can manage my time and my resources a lot better now, knowing that I have all this. I have a better setup, so, which is always good to have. And I have a better setup for recording since there's not as much going on. So. Gotta get some of this redstone. Gold. So far, this branch has been pretty good to us so far. So yeah, so I guess it's still technically the 26th of Christmas, or 26th of Christmas. I haven't slept all the few nights, let's put it that way. No, it's just I've been sick and moving and all that other stuff, so yeah. Plus Christmas is always a time that usually I end up not getting as much sleep because of all the. Well, I stay at my mom's house, and my little brothers like to get up at 5:45 in the morning and open their gifts, which is usually okay because then I'll go back to sleep. But this year, after Santa came, I couldn't fall back to sleep. Which stunk. That's, I guess, the only problem is because when I sleep, I'm at my mom's, I end up having to sleep in the family room. Because I only go over there like once. I'll stay the night there. I don't go over there that often. I mean, like, I'll make it there once a week, but I don't live there or anything. So basically, what I'll do is, I'll sleep there. I'll sleep there once a week. So I just sleep on the couch when I do sleep there. And so, when something like that happens, and some fat old jolly guys throwing presents on the floor at 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up. And then I woke up and I couldn't fall back asleep. Dang it. And as you guys know, I'm a Purdue fan, so I went on, found the good old Xfinity on demand and went through the Big Ten Network, and they had an old Purdue versus West Virginia game. in 2010. It was New Year's Day. It's just so funny watching that because it's like that really happened 7 years ago. Just so insane. That's like when Purdue had like Robbie Hummel and Heath One-More and those guys. They're fourth in the country. Probably could have won a national championship that year, but when Hummel got hurt, it just completely took the wind out of the sails. Which, I mean, that happens to any team. It's going to hurt you a lot. I mean, when your team leader and one of your best players goes down, it's you're not going to recover very easily from that, especially when it's that late in the season, like we did it in the end of February, like right when it was like February 27th or something like that. So it was like right as the season was about ready to end. So it's not like you couldn't have a good with some injuries, like you can have time to recover, but that one, it was like right as the tournament was about ready, not as they were ready to go into the Big Ten tournament that happened. And they weren't, I think they still played pretty well in the tournament, Sweet 16, and losing to Duke and playing them very competitively. Which, I mean, takes a lot. I mean, when you've lost again, your leader, but yeah, that was pretty entertaining to watch that game and just watch. It's just so funny because it's even if you go back 7 years, the game was played so much differently. Like an old man though. Man, these guys could just kick these like anybody could play nowadays. Back then, Purdue played like this played really suffocating defense. Like, that was their thing. They played defense, and that was the reason why they won the Big Ten that year. And again, barring probably a Hummel injury, they would have been if they wouldn't have won it, they would have gone. If they wouldn't have won it, they would have probably played for a national championship. I mean, they're one of the better teams. And they probably wouldn't have ran it at Duke that soon. Even Coach K, I remember, he said that he was kind of happy to have played the Purdue team with Hummel not there. Because I remember they had played him the year before, and Coach K had said, if we run into this team later on in like a tournament setting, I would do not want to have anything to do with them. And ended up he did, but he ended up having to deal with one of the guys, and I was actually really impressed with the way, again, they played Duke in that game. I mean, they ended up coming up short, but they ended up playing them really tough, and I think they only lost by I think it was like single digits, if not, it was a deficit where if they would have had Hummel, they showed that they were probably at that piece then, and they probably would have played to beat them. But I think they proved a lot of people wrong that they were, because I think a lot of people left them for dead after Hummel got hurt. But I think they ended up proving, they were they were still an elite team. I mean, and when you get to the Sweet 16, you've proven you're elite. I mean, because they took out, I think that year they beat, I want to say Texas A&M, who was a 5 seed that year, and I forget who the 13 seed was. Baylor. I forget who it was. It wasn't in Baylor, obviously it wasn't the 13th seed. At-large cannot be more than 12. I think lower than 12. Who was it? St. Mary or St. Peter's. That was the year before. That was the year after. I can't remember for the life of me who they played. Not anybody that great, obviously. That's gonna bug me. Who did they play? I'll come up with it eventually. That wasn't that great of a game. Texas A&M that they played. Next year, then they ran into the stupid thing that was VCU. I remember that. Now that was a Purdue team that just ran into a team of destiny. I always like to say. It was like, well, yeah. I can't. It's bugging me. It's really bugging me. Who did they play first round? Because I remember it was Texas A&M. just going through all the ones it could be. I can't remember it all. Like usually, it wasn't Northern Iowa. That was the year previous. That was when they played Northern Iowa, beat Washington, and lost to the guy that beats UConn team, which ended up getting to the Final Four. That guy was just a monster. There's no other word to describe him, what he was when he was at UConn. I don't think he ever did anything too spectacular in the NBA. And let's see something else in college. I'll have to look it up, because I forget. Five were they? No, they weren't a 5 seed. They were a 4 seed. I remember. Because I remember thinking, I'm like, okay, they give us a 4. I'm kind of happy about that. I was kind of hoping to get it. I remember back then I said either I always felt as if that was kind of like it. You know, I wish they would have given Purdue a 3, just because I think against it too. I think it put them as the same bracket as Duke, and that's a 4 seed was kind of, I don't know, because they only lost 6 games that whole year. I mean, it wasn't like you can't make a case for a 3 seed with that. In fact, what was it, a few years ago, Kansas was making a case for a 1 seed with almost 10 losses. So, I mean, and that was a year where there was a lot. Also, yeah, the number 1 overall seed that was. Maybe. That's really bugging me. Who did they play in that first round? I'll probably see it and I'll go, oh yeah, duh, I remember that. Or I might have missed the game, I don't know. I can't remember. Whoever it was they beat, obviously. Obviously would have been able to move on. They play Texas A&M. Oh well, who cares? Still's bugging me the heck out of me. Just going through again. It wasn't a MAC team, no. Problem is, you can't just go through all the conferences because, like, we'll do with football, it's just, let's go through the conferences and start thinking. Because if it's like, if I know it's not an FCS team, I can just think about it and I'm like, okay, well, let's go through the conferences. They play this? No. Play somewhere in the Sun Belt? No. I have a bunch of folders full of football stats and stuff, so that would be the other thing. Just like that. I haven't compiled them for basketball, which is on my agenda of things to do eventually, which is kind of cool, I guess, in a way. No. Was it Iona? It might have been Iona they played. I remember them playing them in the Puerto Rico tip-off. I don't remember if that was, or whatever it was that thing called. I think it's the Puerto Rico tip-off. It was them, and they played that was the year finally Alabama beat us. I remember we played Alabama like 3 years in a row, and first time they almost beat us when we played them there. The second time we kicked their butt here. That game was insane because Purdue had to go in there, and that was the night that Mark Ingram won the Heisman. So you can imagine what Alabama basketball floor was like that night. Because obviously they're really, they're not that big of a basketball school. So obviously football's their thing. So when you pretty much have given them one of the greatest awards you could possibly give them that night, and it's like, that crowd was insane. I remember that game because it was one of those games that Purdue just came out and, it was grinding most of the game. It was one of those games where it was just so tough. And then, oh crap, let's get out of here. I'll probably end the episode after this, depending on what time it is. Day 3. It's still day 3, I guess. It's not that. I don't know what time I started. What's my laptop at? 23. Okay, well, we're fine. But yeah, I remember watching that. That was a game where they had to grind to keep a line in it, and Alabama was playing really well. Like I think that was the best they had played the whole season, to be completely honest with you, because I don't even know if they made the tournament. They might have. I don't remember. I don't remember everything. Okay, I remember a whole lot about college basketball, but not everything. But yeah, I remember that game, and then man, Berwin, where do you play now? I remember berries, but that game was so good. That game was one of those games that was like so. Like Purdue was just grinding and having to, play really hard even to keep around in it because Alabama was just playing so exceptionally well. I mean, it was like, they were just putting on a show, let's put it that way. And with all that crowd and motivation, it was just a really tough place to play. I think Purdue learned a lot from that game, and I think it was one of the reasons they excelled later on in the season. But anyway, they went on the road and played them, and it was just one of those grinding games. And then late in the game, Chris Kramer just went nuts. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. He got like it was like there was like 3 or 4 minutes. It was like 5 or 6 possessions where it was right in a row. He just got a steal and layup, put a layup in. It was just like that ended up being the difference because once he did that, it was Alabama had no answer. It was like, what are we going to do? And the thing was that Purdue team started turning you over. It wasn't like it was like an anomaly turnover. It was like they'd get you for 5 in a row, and you'd look up at the board, and it would be 20 more points would be added, and you're like, what the heck just happened? Because then, I don't know, I really liked the identity of that team because that's what they thrived off the defense, and then turn that defense into offense, which is something I think a lot of teams lack nowadays. But, remember Barry. Okay. Anyway, this has been, enough about that. I'll look that up. It might have been Iona. Now that I really think hard about it, I think it was Iona. They played in the first round. Because I remember thinking that next time they played them, I'm like, yeah, we played those guys in the tournament. But I don't know. We'll look. Maybe that might have been the freshman year they played Xavier, too. No, the first year they played Xavier, they played Baylor. I don't know. I'll look that up. That's the point. Anyway, this has been episode 4 of Minecraft. And, yeah. Stay safe. See you next one. Bye.